He he came to stay with us for the Open Food Network talk that he did. And I've just been asking him, his surname is Strydom. Tell me your other name that people call you.
Koloi, which is a name that was given to me by the Botswana when I lived in Botswana for 10 years.
Okay.
And people there tend to give you a name which they have several. It's usually a characteristic or something. I'm going to keep the reason for Koloi secret though.
Secret.
Everything can't be public.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to ask. He's gonna tell me stuff that I don't know, and I'm gonna ask him so that you can hear too. And it's going to be about. I want to know your story about what happened to you with the cannabis and the hemp oil and all of that.
Okay.
I find it so interesting, but I want to know the details because I've only heard a little bit.
All right. I was arrested last year in November, so November 2014. A team of the Organised Crime Division, or the Hawks, however you want to call them, arrived at my house, forced their way into the house, and started turning the place upside down. I was at that time growing medical grade cannabis and making Rick Simpson oil using medical grade isopropyl alcohol for my extractions. They confiscated all my equipment. They stole all my equipment. And I spent seven days in jail actually. I was locked up for 7 days. Yeah.
In a cell?
In a cell, yeah, in the holding cells.
Were you with another person in the cell?
Oh, 3 of those days I was all by myself.
Yeah.
It was actually quite an experience. For the first time in 5 years I had the time to read a novel.
Did you have a book with you?
Well, the police at the police station level are actually quite cool. I mean, they're just there for their 9 to 5 job. So they're very lenient, and they allowed my wife to come in and bring me food and bedding and reading material.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. For the first time in many years I also had the time to do a yoga practice. I was in jail doing yoga and reading my books.
Thank you, police that were on duty when Lawrence was in jail. You guys are cool.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Yeah?
Yeah. The reason I was kept for 7 days is
Yeah.
because the state opposed bail. They wouldn't let me out. They have to bring you in front of a magistrate within 24 hours.
Yeah.
But if they oppose bail, they can keep you there for 7 days more and 7 days more.
Who opposed bail?
The investigating officer.
Oh, okay.
The reason for that is because I attempted to educate them. I did not meekly comply with their searches.
Educate them.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, I just tried to explain to them that
Yeah.
the perception on this whole situation is completely wrong. And
Yeah.
if they applied some critical thinking and thought as people instead of as instruments of this machine, then they would see that what we're doing here is actually a good thing.
Yeah. Can you just, before you carry on,
Yeah.
I want you to describe what you were doing, who it was for, why you were doing it, what
Okay.
you were making, because you went over that fast.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I started making the oil. My brother developed cysts on his kidneys at the same time as my uncle developed cancer in his inner ear.
Yeah.
I had at the time read about the curative properties of cannabis oil, and I'm no stranger to the plant. I'm an old recovering hippie, so I knew how to grow it well, and I started making the oil for them, and also giving it away to people in the community. And when I got arrested, I got calls from old deers up the valley whom I didn't even know, who had somehow gotten a hold of it, who's using it for rheumatoid arthritis and that thing. Oh, we're standing right behind you, we can testify. I felt so encouraged and relieved, because I thought, oh geez, my children are going to be ostracized, I'm now a criminal. But exactly the opposite happened. Well, it kind of divided the community into 2 camps. There were those who were benefiting from this and knew what the benefits of it was, and then there were those who were too programmed to actually see further than the official line.
Yeah. Or you mean they just read the headline? And
Yes, exactly. But these kind of things bring out the best and the worst in people. So I've made incredible new friends, while losing some people that I probably didn't need in my life anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And your uncle and your brother,
Right.
how did it help them?
Well, my uncle was really far down the line. His
Yeah.
wife of 45 years had passed away the year before, and as It's often the case with these people, with these cases, that
Yeah.
the one partner passes away, the other one wants to go really. And
Yeah.
he passed away about 3-4 months ago.
Oh, shame. Okay.
But he did start a partial recovery. It did help. He was using it
Oh.
topically and ingesting it.
So he put it on.
Yeah.
And he was
it was
taking
a
it.
melamona that was here, and it
Yeah.
started growing.
Really, you
over
could
here.
put it on.
Yeah,
And
you can
in.
use it topical as
Ah,
well. It's
okay.
brilliant, not only for cancer.
Yeah.
People with eczema use it.
Yeah.
It's good for skin conditions. It's really good for skin
When they
conditions.
make, okay, so the oil is illegal. Explain to me. But the
Everything is.
powder is not illegal.
The powder that you buy in the health store, they call it hemp powder.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no psychoactive component to that whatsoever.
Do they use a leaf?
No, they use the seed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the seed.
Although the powder that you get in the health store, they've already extracted the oil. That's why you can buy the oil. And this is not hemp oil. What we call hemp oil is the cannabinoids that we've extracted. The hemp seed oil that you buy in the health shop is a different product altogether. That's the oil that's extracted from the seed.
Oh, do they have different properties?
Very much so. The hemp seed oil is all your omegas. Okay, so it's a very
Yes,
rich
I've seen
source
it
of
before,
omegas.
omegas, yeah.
The hemp seed itself is it's a complete protein.
Yes, that's
it's
what
got
we
all the
use
amino
it for.
acids that you need, and in the right proportions. It's a
Put
phenomenal.
the hemp powder in your smoothie.
Yes, absolutely.
It's brilliant. If you're a vegetarian,
Yeah.
wow, you need it. For
My
protein.
children are raised on it, so.
Yeah. So the oil from the seed
Yeah, that's got the
are
omegas.
used for the omega.
Yeah,
The oil from the other part
from the
is the
flowers.
medicinal one from the
That-
flowers.
Yeah, that's got the cannabinoids, and the cannabinoids.
Which one is illegal? Are the seeds? Anything in the seeds illegal?
It's such a bizarre situation because
Bits aren't.
It is bizarre because you're allowed to import from China or somewhere where they grow hemp industrially at great cost the seed. But if you grow seeds in your garden, it's illegal. Okay? If you caught with seeds in your
Oh my
pocket,
word.
it's illegal. But if
Yeah.
you go and buy those same seeds in the health shop, it's legal. So it's very arbitrary and it's
So
very
you're not allowed to
ambiguous.
grow it
No, you're not allowed to grow
right
it.
now in South
Not at all.
Africa,
Not at all.
even if you're not selling it.
Even if you're not selling it. There are some people who have licenses to do
you.
hemp trials.
Thanks, Lou. So
Oh,
sweet.
gee, thank you
Thanks,
very
my
much.
darling.
There are a couple of licenses for hemp trials in existence,
Yeah?
but it gets even more complex than that because the whole hemp thing is really a fallacy at the end of the day. The scientific name for hemp is Cannabis sativa. What grows out here in the bush is Cannabis sativa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this misconception that there's this thing called hemp, which is a different species altogether, and it's not. It's exactly
same.
it's exactly the same thing. The reason that they have lower THC in what they call hemp is it has to do with the UV levels in the zones that they grow in.
Yeah?
In Northern Europe, where hemp originated, they have very low UVB, okay? And it's a precursor to THC.
UVB, THC, LR.
Yeah.
Stop using science.
Google.
Big terms.
Well, you got to
The
give things
tops
names.
that
All right.
make you feel
Right,
cool
so
in your head
there's
are
a
the
certain
bits that go in the
spectrum of
oil.
light which causes the flower to form the bits that make you cuckoo.
Okay.
Not cuckoo, that make you
Make
chill.
you like, hey,
make you feel
brother, the
happy.
mountain's going nowhere.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain High, you know.
Okay, so that's the parts in the flower.
Yeah, that's the.
And that's the oil that you
yeah,
were
so we
making.
extract the oil from the flower. Yes.
Okay. And then why did they bust in on your house? How did they find out, were they watching you? Did they see you giving it away or what happened?
Apparently they got a tip off from somebody in the public. I was not being very secretive about it at all.
Well, I mean, you were helping people.
Sure.
Why should you be?
Yeah, I don't know who. I have my suspicions, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't point fingers until I know.
Yeah.
But,
But you know, if that hadn't happened, I mean, you turned hardcore activist after that.
oh yeah, well, it propelled me right into the middle of things, right into
Yeah.
the mainstream of things, and that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm active in the cannabis legalization activist community. I've always been sustainably focused. I have self-sustained in the past.
Yes.
And I did a permaculture design course 12 years ago, and I've always been establishing gardens wherever I go.
Gardens, permaculture, getting cannabis legal.
Yeah, that pretty much fills my plate at the moment. Yeah.
He's doing a lot.
Yeah.
Open Food Network,
Yeah.
traveling around South Africa, telling people about it. Is there more?
Yeah, I'm a dad.
He's a dad. Guys, he's a dad.
Well, yeah,